Hi, I'm Numan Bayrak. I am an independent board member of ASFER Restoration Construction Company. I have been engaged in foreign trade for 40 years. I worked as an industrialist for about 10 years. For 4 years, I have been working as a board member for the development of ASFER's overseas expansion projects. ASFER Building Restoration and Trade Incorporated is a 30-year-old company. A contracting firm whose founder has been a civil engineer for nearly 30 years, managed by the second generation and developing its international relations. In Turkey, they provide restoration and new construction services to companies such as Sock Markets, YAYIN Toptan, Istanbul Chamber of Commerce and Turkish Airlines. Since we are a construction company, we export construction materials. We draw construction projects and make productions in accordance with these projects. We export the products we obtain as a result of these productions. If necessary, we go to those countries and assemble these projects. Because of my 40 years of foreign trade experience, I know that fairs and forums are very important, especially in opening up to the African market. For this reason, the forums held together with WCI fuarcılık, especially in Turkey, are very effective. Because, as you know, fairs in general are open to everyone. But we participated in the 2021 and 2022 African Turkish forums organized by WCI fuarcılık at Forum Ankara. We saw thousands of African businessmen come here in person, paying for it. Since the companies that came there as participants met face-to-face, this is known as B2B meetings, that is, meetings between business people and business people. Thanks to B2B meetings, very solid connections have been made. I made a sale that could be a record in my 40 years of foreign trade life, in Africa. We can say that we have broken an export record with a Gambian business partner we met. In terms of speed. Because on Thursday, we met our concerned friend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday we toured our facilities in Istanbul. On Monday, we signed the contract and received our down payment. The other Monday, the 10th day, we had loaded the container. So this was a really important practice. It is very important for exporters, especially those related to Africa, to participate directly in fairs or forums. There is a general concern among people, wondering if there will be a collection problem from Africa. On the contrary, African countries are accustomed to paying in advance, in their previous work with China. Therefore, they can pay the 50% advance very easily. They can also pay before loading. The important thing is to ensure that they reach business partners who can provide reliable, continuous supply in Turkey. One of the most important ways to achieve this is to come together in these forums. A second service provided by WCI fuarcılık in particular is to show African companies that the companies participating here are reliable companies. We have experienced, we see and continue to see the forums held both in Turkey and in Africa as very productive and concrete steps. In this way, we have increased our export countries, which are currently 1 to 10 African countries. Especially now in Africa, the effectiveness of our trade attachés and embassies has increased considerably. The establishment of permanent Turkish fairs, Turkish warehouses or exhibition areas there, as other countries have done, will affect this situation even more positively. In particular, companies that are wondering how to follow a path in opening up to Africa can gain experience by participating in the Ankara and Istanbul forums of WCI fuarcılık, which are held twice a year. Because companies can be a little hesitant about foreign participation. For 2 reasons. For economic reasons, and also because they don't know a foreign language. But with the service provided by WCI fuarcılık, companies that have never exported or to have the opportunity to gain experience by participating in forums in Turkey. Therefore, we see the African forums of Boğaziçi Fuarcılık as an important gateway, especially in terms of opening up to Africa. As Numan Bayrak, I have been engaged in foreign trade for about 40 years, since 1982. Therefore, in order to open up to the African market quickly and to open safely, I recommend you to work with Boğaziçi Fuarcılık with peace of mind. I think it is better not to waste time.